Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you may challenge everything you once believed about love. There comes a moment in a woman's life when she realizes that the very thing she thought would bring her closer to someone was actually pushing them away. That thing is neediness, the constant urge to be chosen, the silent fear of being abandoned, the habit of making one person the center of your entire universe. And the painful truth is this: the more you need someone, the less they feel the need for you. Human nature is strange. We are naturally drawn toward what feels slightly out of reach, and we slowly lose excitement for what is always available. This is not cruelty. It is psychology. The day a woman stops needing a man, something shifts. The energy changes, the dynamic flips, and the power quietly rearranges itself. Without forcing anything, without begging for attention, she becomes someone he starts moving toward. Not because she chased him, but because she finally remembered her worth. Understand this deeply. Attachment is not love. Attachment whispers, "I cannot live without you." Love calmly says, "I choose you, but I do not lose myself." One comes from desperation, the other from strength. And nothing is more attractive than quiet strength. Have you ever noticed how the woman who is busy building her life rarely has to chase anyone? She is not constantly checking her phone, not overthinking every message, not molding herself to fit someone else's expectations. Yet somehow she is the one people want to be around. It is not luck, it is the energy she carries. When your life is full, you stop gripping tightly, and when you stop gripping, people stop pulling away. No one wants to feel responsible for your happiness, but everyone feels drawn to someone who is already happy within themselves. So how does a woman stop needing someone? The answer is simple to understand, yet difficult to practice. You build a life so meaningful that love becomes a beautiful addition, not a survival requirement. You stop asking, "Will he stay?" and start asking, "Does he deserve a place in the life I am creating?" That single shift changes everything. One question is rooted in fear, the other in self-respect. And self-respect has a magnetic quality that cannot be ignored. The moment you realize you are already complete, you stop overgiving your time, your energy, and your emotions. You stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You stop tolerating behavior that once felt acceptable, not because you became cold, but because you became clear. Clear about your value, your boundaries, and the kind of love you are willing to accept. Here is a truth most people hesitate to say out loud. Men are deeply drawn to women who want them, but do not need them. Desire feels like admiration, but need feels like pressure, and pressure suffocates attraction. Imagine your presence like sunlight, warm, steady, life-giving, yet never begging anyone to stay. If someone closes their curtains, the sun does not chase the window, it continues to shine. Become that sun. Stop making one person your entire world. Expand your life, grow your ambitions, protect your routines, fall in love with your own progress. When your days are filled with purpose, you no longer have the time or emotional space to panic over delayed replies or imagine problems. Calm replaces chaos, and calm is incredibly attractive. Notice something important. The most powerful person in any relationship is the one who is least afraid of losing it. Fear creates imbalance, but emotional independence creates equality, and equality is where real attraction thrives. You were never meant to beg for love. You were never designed to shrink so someone else could feel bigger. You are not here to convince anyone to choose you. The right people do not need persuasion. They recognize your value. They appreciate your presence, and they stay. And if someone walks away, let them. Because the woman who stops needing also stops chasing what is not meant for her. Something extraordinary happens when you detach from the outcome. You become calmer. When you are calm, you become harder to read. And when you are harder to read, you become intriguing. Intrigue is the birthplace of attraction. Suddenly he begins to wonder why you are not reacting the way he expected, why you are not chasing, why it feels like you might slip away. Mystery pulls him closer. Not games, not manipulation, just self-possession. There's a powerful difference between pretending not to care and genuinely valuing yourself enough to maintain your emotional balance. From this day forward, stop measuring your worth by someone's attention. Attention is cheap. Alignment is rare. Choose connections where effort flows both ways, where respect is natural, and where you do not have to abandon yourself to keep the relationship alive. The right man will not feel threatened by your independence. He will feel inspired by it. He will not see your strength as distance. He will see it as stability. Real love is not built on dependency. It is built on two whole individuals walking side by side, not leaning on each other just to remain standing. So, stop needing and start choosing. Stop fearing loss and start embodying value. The moment you do, you will notice a quiet but powerful transformation. You are no longer chasing love. Love begins moving toward you. And that is the power of a woman who remembers who she is. If these words reached you at the right moment, take it as a sign to return to yourself, to raise your standards, and to never abandon your own soul, just to keep someone in your life. Let people feel your presence, but never your dependence. Because the day you stop needing him may be the exact day he realizes he needs you.